Addiction is a spectrum. People think that, you kind of one day you're absolutely fine and the next day you're a full-blown addict, and it doesn't work like that. There is this spectrum, and you start off by very subtle things that aren't noticeable. So it started off as binge drinking, so drinking a bit more than I usually would on a night out. Then it kind of transitioned into drinking maybe throughout the weekend. So rather than just on a Friday night, a Saturday night, and then it kind of crept into weekend, midday drinking. Started drinking about from 12 o'clock, rather than 6 o'clock, or not waiting for people to be around. And then it kind of slipped into the weekdays, then sort of throughout the day. And at my worst, I was drinking upward of 2.5 liters of vodka every single day. That was when I became, a full-blown alcohol dependency. It would literally be just waking up absolutely drenched because I've been withdrawing through the night. The first thing I would do was vomit because I'm in withdrawals now. I probably hadn't showered for weeks, I'll be honest, and I didn't really care. As someone who's quite well groomed, I didn't brush my teeth, I didn't shower, I didn't change my clothes, so my clothes were often, covered in like urine or feces, because at that stage I couldn't even control my bladder or my bowels. So there was no normal bodily functions that we take for granted. I just had no control over them. And then I would go to the shop, buy vodka, and then find anywhere to drink it, whether it be on the park, whether it be wherever it may be, And sometimes I'd wake up in the same place and come home, and sometimes I'd wake up and I'm in hospital. The alcohol was like my lover, my solace, my best friend. It sounds so strange me talking about it like a person, but I'll be honest, that's exactly what it felt like. Parents did, seek out support for me, which is very unusual for a South Asian woman to have, parents that are actively trying to essentially save my life. I couldn't actually go to the detox unit with the level of tolerance that I had. Having a tolerance of 2.5 liters of vodka is too high to work with. And so I had to be weaned down. So I gave the responsibility to my dad to wean me down, to get me to a level where I was able to enter the detox unit, But I'll be honest, I had no intention of kind of stopping drinking at that point. But then one day my dad was pouring me a shot because I had to have a number of shots, a number of units within my system to ensure that I had enough to stabilize me so that I didn't seizure, but not enough to get me drunk, basically. It's a process. Realize that if I don't do something with my life, I'm going to die. I met somebody when I came into recovery. He wasn't in recovery himself. 2 years later, we got engaged. I said he was from the Punjabi community. He didn't have any children, but he really embraced everything about me. He just fueled my fire. But sadly, in 2024, he passed away suddenly, and it was totally unexpected. Went and did my master's degree. I've got this fantastic job that, where I respect myself and I am respected, and just being able to believe in myself to the point where I'm able to share my story